Welcome to the Live from the Pen podcast, hosted by Smoke D, who was featured on UGK's Riding Dirty album. This ain't just a podcast, it's a movement. Live from the Pen is where the unheard get heard, where the forgotten get remembered, and where change starts with a conversation. We bring you stories from behind the walls, stories of pain, purpose, progress, and power. We're talking about men and women fighting to rebuild their lives, families trying to hold it together, and communities pushing for something better. This is an interactive prison reform platform, a place where you'll hear real voices, see real growth, and feel what redemption truly sounds like. No filters, no fake narratives. Just raw truth and the realities of incarceration, transformation, and survival. We're breaking the silence, we're breaking the stigma, and we're building bridges from the cell block to society. So tap in, stay locked with us, and be part of the change. Because when we say live from the pen, we mean living proof that progress is possible, that redemption is real, and that every voice, no matter where it's coming from, deserves to be heard. For more Trill content, hit us up at trilllife7613.com and join the Trill Life community, where truth, unity, and progress always stay true. Now reporting live from the pen, your host, Smoke D.
Yeah. Once again, like before, it's your boy Smoke D, representing Trill Life, representing UGK for life. Welcome to another episode of Live from the Pen. Man, we got a super special guest today. For real. Mm-hmm. But before we get into the session now, KJ, put up the word for the day. I think the word for the day is resilience. Y'all know I'm blind out of one eye, I can't see out the other one now. That's resilience. What that means is having the ability to snap back quick. When things come, you're resilient about it, to recover fast. Resilience. So that's the word for the day. All right, today we got a special guest here, my sister, all the way from Florida.
All right, now.
Miss Gladys Scott there, the Scott sisters. How you doing, sister?
Hey, I can't complain. Every day is a blessed day. I wake up, I can't complain, bro.
For sure. Yeah, man. For me, this sister here, her story. She has a phenomenal story, a redemption story. And even more so than that, she's extended herself beyond who she is, and the things that she went through, and probably currently going through with the state of the world. But
oh yes,
yeah, sister, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about your story and some of the current things you're doing. I know that's 2 or 3 questions there, but
you always gonna slick me in on.
Yeah.
But my name is Gladys Scott. I'm one of the Scott sisters that did 16 years and 32 days for a crime I didn't commit. I've been advocating since I've been out. I started my own organization, Sisters of Hope, and I work with other organizations as well to do re-entry, educate, train, and workforce placement. And but I'm a bag up for them 16 years and 32 days that I did for a crime I didn't commit. It was in the state of Mississippi in 2011. Governor Haley Barbour signed out an order and released me and my sister Jamie Scott, who's passed now.
Shout out to Miss Jamie.
Yes, rest in peace. She was a soldier. And the sad thing that grieves me, because the system of the injustice of the system of how they did, my sister left here on parole as an innocent woman. And so I will continue to fight. In 2011, like I said, Haley Barbour suspended our sentence, but he put us on lifetime parole. And a lot of people, don't know that. And in the state of Mississippi, life parole is life. That means when you did. That means 999. Yeah. That's mean when you gone. So today I was down here at the Capitol and I was advocating for the ones that returning citizens that's home that's working, that's doing advocating in the community, trying to building the community, make it better, trying to stop this pipeline to school to prison line in the states that's happening everywhere. And so we was down at the Capitol today, and we was advocating for the ones that get their voting rights back, the ones that was purged and disfranchised because of 23 crimes. And I'm one of them crimes that's disfranchised, that can't vote in the state of Mississippi. But I can run my business. I can come down here. I can pay my taxes, but I can't vote. And so that's one thing that I'm taking from Mississippi, Florida, to other states to try to, because our voice is all we have, and you trying to take that, you trying to re-silence us, and that's not, that's not going to happen, And so I'm also, I do prison ministry, go inside the prisons. We also done an event in December. We at DCF we fed 500 inmates, and we gave them 500 care package. We done a Super Bowl in Pearl for the juvenile. It really broke my heart because so many juveniles is in there with time. And so we went and we done a Super Bowl thing where we fed them and we talked to them and we ministered to them. So, that's what I love to do.
That's right.
Even though the system was injustice to me, that's not going to make me bitter and cold to help my next man.
Right. And so to elaborate, thank you so much, sister. To elaborate on that, even more, the sister speaking of the 1890, I don't know, we could say Jim Crow.
Yes, Jim Crow,
the
yes.
1890 law that has these 23 crimes that, and honestly, black people are more likely to commit. You get time for writing a check over a certain amount, you can't vote anymore. Exactly. And if we can't vote, we can't get the proper people in place. Because, for me, and to speak on it, because it's about the vote. And there's people, like you said, that are returning citizens that can vote.
That's right.
And so it's not a thing about black or white, Democratic or Republican. Just look for policy. Look for the policy that's best suitable, for the candidate that you're going to vote for. But like I say, sister, we're going to continue to work, to collectivize the vote like we need to.
Oh, yes. Because I'm going to tell you something, Smoke. I was doing a research. It's over 200,000 returning citizens that cannot vote. That's a lot of voices being silent.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? 200,000 votes.
It's basically just voter disenfranchisement.
Exactly.
And so they say that they upheld the law because although it was born of slavery, it doesn't operate like slavery. And that's a hard one to
I had to I'm like, wow. I'm like, do you know how many 200,000 votes, if we can get them to vote, do you know how powerful that would be in our legislators, in our communities? We will be able to have a voice.
Sister, that's why it's working just how they want it to work, because we won't have a voice until we can go to the Mississippi Constitution. It's not just a Jackson problem, it's a Mississippi problem. And we have to look at those 23 laws that disenfranchise us from voting. That's the source of it, Most of the stuff we do around now is just trying to get it together and Band-Aid work.
Exactly.
We need to go to the source of the problem, the nucleus of the problem. But yeah, sister, I wanted to say I'm good to see you. I'm good and glad to see you again.
I'm glad to see you too.
Yeah, man. So y'all down here tonight. The book? Oh, you got a book?
Oh, yeah, the Sky Sister book. Everybody know. It's on Amazon. It tells the story of me and Jamie. If you haven't read it, please read it. Me and Jamie wrote this book as, I think it was about 3 or 4 years after we started, we was released, we started writing it. And we just put everything on there. And so, support us, because it's a story that needs to be told all over.
They can Google it, right?
Yes, they can Google it. Sky Sister. It's on Amazon. Go to Amazon. It's right there. You can order and it'll come to you. If it don't, if you want one, I got some books down here. If you want some books, I don't mind. If you hit me up on Facebook, I know and inbox me while I'm here. I will provide the book for you. It's $20. You can go on Amazon to order. It's the Sky Sister. It's the untold story of the injustice that happened to me and my sister in the state of Mississippi.
Mm. Well, sister, switching lanes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You got a trucking company. You are able to provide people with jobs, right?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
man, that tastes like
J&E
fried
Trucking. I mean, I know when I came out,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. Okay, I'm on lifetime parole.
Right.
I got that F on my back. When we come out incarceration, and I saw how I couldn't get housing. I couldn't find no job. I had to work odd jobs just to make it. I had to work 2 jobs to make up for 1 paycheck. I saw the struggle how it was of coming out of being incarceration for 16 years and 32 days. And I said, I want to help others. They don't have to go through the experience I got. So last year I opened up J&E Trucking, where we provide we provide jobs who have CDLs, and we OTR, we go over the road. And so if you out there, look up J&E Trucking, send me your resume, and I'm gonna put you on the road.
Yeah. And the phone lines are open. You can give us a call at 601-387-2684 to express your concerns, or maybe it's something you need to talk about. We can work on it together as a collective hive mind to solve it. This show is not geared for me. I'm not, it's for all of us. And we all are whatever we are, because nobody gonna be anybody until everybody's somebody, and we're willing to work together to help us. Sound like Martin Luther King or something, I believe. But yeah, sister, I am super glad to have you, man. So how long you gonna be until y'all down for a convention?
Boy, I came down to for today that One Voice was having at the Capitol Action Day. Shout out to One Voice. Oh, them some awesome ladies and men's over there that's doing the work.
Right.
Shout out to them. So we was down at the Capitol today for Action Day, asking legislators and meeting with them and talking with them about restoring voter rights. The ones that been home. I mean, some you got been here 5, 10, 15, 20 years, but they can't vote.
So y'all actually went down there to talk about policy to a degree.
Yes.
House
Yes.
Senate bills.
Yes.
Okay.
Before it hits the Senate floor.
Oh man, see, and that's what it takes, sister. Because like you have to have experience within the problem to have experience to bring the answer.
That's right.
A lot of us will bring the problem, we'll say the problem, but what are you willing to do? It's like I always say, you just can't be a human being. You have to be a human doing. And it's so refreshing to have you, sister, because you actually own it. You own it. You know what I'm saying?
I
I try. Like what you've
try.
been through, as they say.
No, I ask God. I ask God to keep doing what I'm doing because I love doing. Because I know, like I said, I know the injustice, and I know how it feels to get out there and and can't be able to provide for yourself or your family.
Right.
And so, like I said, I'm gonna advocate until I leave here, brother. Especially for the injustice.
Right.
And our voting rights is our voice. And so I'm always gonna have that advocate. I'm always gonna be there on the front line. What could we do better? How could we do this?
Yeah.
So, it's like a truly blessing that God, it, like I tell everybody, it ain't nothing but God that got me here and doing what I'm doing.
For real. Sister, let me ask you this. What does the funding look like for you to do it? Is it hard to get funding? Because it's a hard thing. I'm out, putting in the work.
Yes.
But it's like a situation. Who gonna help the helper when the helper need help, except for the helper himself by way of God? And that seems to be kind of like the road you're on with limited help. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but how does the funding look for this stuff?
Well, you know what? Because of Trump administration and stuff like that, it's hard to get funding, and it's really sad because the small organizations, we don't get the funding and the funding that we need to continue to do the work, because everybody don't know if this finna be over, if you doing the right thing. And so it's very hard to get funded. Yeah, you can write grants, but it might be 1,000 more after you writing that grant. You don't know if you gonna get it or not. And like I said, and most, the funders and the funders and the sponsors, they need to step up and and help the ones that's doing it. And so it's just like, sometimes I just ask God to take control, because sometimes the funding not there. But when you are passionate about what you do, God gonna make sure that you gonna finish that what you started.
Right.
And so, my organization is a 501c3.
Right.
And so we survive off donations and grants.
Right.
And so that's what we do. But when I'm out there working, I'm doing everything to keep the program going and keep what we need to keep doing the work we supposed to do. So, the funding it's basically, it's out there, but you got to know who.
Yeah. So what do you think we can do to help, that situation? Is it a personable thing, or is it what could we possibly do to change that? What do you think?
I think that's a hard question right there. I mean, me personally, I just, I do what I do. I write grants. I ask for donations. I try to look for founders that who's going to fund a program that I'm doing and seeing the work. A lot of funders and grants, they got to see you doing the work. They just not going to give you nothing.
Right.
And, and sponsors, and that's like going to the banks. That's like sometimes your community, your church, they can give donations. They can sponsor the programs you're doing. A lot of people like to see the action. That's what, and I'm the type of person, I love that, because I like to see people see what I'm doing. So if you're going to give me funding, your funding going to be going towards our community and the work that we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, sister, I can tell you what. You've been putting in a lot of work. Over throwing aside, like you've been putting in a lot of work for quite a while now.
Oh, 15 years.
Man, 15 years, man.
Yeah.
I tell y'all what, man. We're gonna take a station identification break, go to commercial. We'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned.
Socrates Garrett ENT.com is a diversified firm specializing in recycled aggregates and crushed concrete. Socrates Garrett ENT.com's recycled materials provide the construction industry with significant economic and environmental benefits by recycling clean concrete rubble into M.Dot grade rock materials. Recycled aggregates and crushed concrete can be applied to driveways, road construction, bank protection, parking lots, general bulk fills, and more. By using Socrates Garrett ENT.com's crushed concrete products, anyone from homeowners to general contractors can help reduce landfilled concrete waste, conserve natural resources, and gain significant economic savings on materials and disposal costs. For more information, please call 601-896-0084 or visit us online at SocratesGarrettENT.com.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, Keepers of the Knowledge for People Who Speak the Truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippiLink.com and click on Home Delivery.
Exactly.
And we're back. Again, we're here with a sister, my good sister, Gladys Scott, of the Scott Sisters, and just sharing some information. This sister has been doing philanthropic work, pretty much since she's been out of prison. And just a light to look at.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure you inspire a lot of people, not just women, but men as well, and the help. And that's what's needed, And I appreciate you for coming on this show. I know you got some more stuff to tell you. And
I appreciate you having me.
Put that word up. Put that word of the day up there again.
Yes,
KJ.
yes. When I see that picture, I just think about how God is so good, and I tell people it was a mother love that brought me and my sister Jamie home. My mother, but she was the biggest advocate for us. It was a mother love. I mean, and that day when they took us to go take that picture, I was just smiling because I was like, oh, this the last step. This the last step. I'll be free. I'll be free. And when I tell you, I tell everybody, it was a mother love that was determined and believed in her kids. And she brought a nation together. She brought a nation together.
I feel a healing process taking place, because in actuality, your sister is here with you, through you. You know what I mean? And then it ain't what we take with us, because we can't take nothing with us, but it's what you leave behind. And that's good memories worthy of being remembered. And so, your sister and your mom, with the love that she carried, lives on through you, and you're able to extend that beyond yourself. And that's a great thing. That's a godly thing, sister. And I appreciate you straight up and down. It ain't no funny, man. I ain't trying to convince you, because you know how we are. You know how we are, right? We ain't
You already know.
I do not do the funny, man.
Me neither.
So, man, is there anything you want to say to the people out there in internet and TV land before we go?
If you haven't read our book, The Scott Sisters, please Google it. It's on Amazon. Get your copy. It's a true story. We telling about the injustice that happened to us in Scott County and everything that we went through as growing up. And I'm also working on a documentary of the Scott Sisters. It'll be coming soon. If you want to donate, you can go to www.thesistersofhope.com. You can donate and support us on the work that we do. Also, support our local ones, like Smoke. He goes out there in the community. He does what we supposed to do. Support. Donate to his foundation so he can keep getting the word out there, bringing guests on like me. Like I said, if you want to donate and you want to help us continue the work that we do, you can go to our website at thesistersofhope.com. We need every donation or whatever. If you want to get involved, go on our website, all the information. We need volunteers, because this fight don't start with one. It started with all.
That's right. And so, dang, sis, I want to promote something. Promote it. I recently released an album, and it's more of a psychological album that helps people become more defined. I use a lot of different words, being accessible, but the name of the album is called A Book of Smoke. You can go find it on YouTube. I guess I should be saying the website. I don't have it. We put it on the next week, but you can contact us at Trill Life. You can contact Trill Life at www.trilllife7613.com. We would love sponsorship and donation, because we got to get these community block parties around here so we can get these people collectivized, so we can see who can vote, get the proper information, find out who they have locked up in prison. The ones that can't vote, we need to collectivize some votes. That's the only way we're gonna get the right people in office that won't keep yamming us. Until next time, y'all take care. Go pick up my sister book.
Yeah.
Man, I love you. God bless
And
you.
y'all
Appreciate
keep
you for coming.
supporting my brother because he do a lot. And when he have his event, I will be out there sitting at the table waiting on you, your brother, your sister, whoever been incarcerated and they want their rights back. I will be there, and we'll be there to be signing you up so you can get your rights because your voice do matter.
That's right. That's right.
And pick up my brother album too.
The Book of Smoke. Yeah, and we do what is it? What is the thing? Where you get your rights back, not the vote thing. What is the expungement? Right? Expungement rights. Sorry for that.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. It's been a blessing, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, sister. Thank you for coming.
Thank you,
Y'all
Smoke.
tune in next time. Until next time, this has been another episode of Trill Life. Y'all
Go buy the book.
No doubt.
Thanks. Oh, I liked it that.
Welcome to the Live from the Pen podcast, hosted by Smoke D, who was featured on UGK's Riding Dirty album. This ain't just a podcast, it's a movement. Live from the Pen is where the unheard get heard, where the forgotten get remembered, and where change starts with a conversation. We bring you stories from behind the walls, stories of pain, purpose, progress, and power. We're talking about men and women fighting to rebuild their lives, families trying to hold it together, and communities pushing for something better. This is an interactive prison reform platform, a place where you'll hear real voices, see real growth, and feel what redemption truly sounds like. No filters, no fake narratives. Just raw truth and the realities of incarceration, transformation, and survival. We're breaking the silence, we're breaking the stigma, and we're building bridges from the cell block to society. So tap in, stay locked with us, and be part of the change, because when we say live from the pen, we mean living proof that progress is possible, that redemption is real, and that every voice, no matter where it's coming from, deserves to be heard. For more Trill content, hit us up at TrillLife7613.com and join the Trill Life community, where truth, unity, and progress always stay true. Now reporting live from the pen, your host, Smoke D.